Peter Rose, Longwood Currency Trading. Stupid or Careless, Part 2. You know, a few days ago, I did a video, Stupid or Careless, but probably both, where I said that I had neglected, let's put it politely, neglected to remove a buy order when I was to take out a short position that I had on, and I made 900 bucks or something like that. I got out of the position early from where my stop was, just because I didn't think it had the juice to go there. I got out, took the $900 profit, but I forgot to pull off the limit buy order, which would have closed the position. The price plummeted downward in the middle of the night, hit my limit buy order, which was for a sizable position, 25 full lots. Duh. Woke up in the morning, and when I got down to the trading desk, I was $15,000 underwater, and I came out to do this video about how stupid or careless it was for me to leave that limit order on. And at the time that I had come out, I was $18,000 underwater on that position. That position ultimately went, and I said, I'm just going to let it run, because I thought that it was going to go up, and we're just going to see what was going to happen. And it went about $28,000 or $29,000 against me, and I thought, well, this is just stupid. I mean, again, it's $250 a pip, so it isn't that big of a distance. It's just like a shit house full of money. So I watched it for a while, and I did exit the trade. I just said, I just can't let this thing go on and take out $30,000 all the way, because I had just got done celebrating my biggest month ever of trading of $30,000, and I'm just not going to lose $30,000 in one stupid position. And so I closed it out for a $24,000 loss. And I said that when I started working on trying to make that money back, and when I had tried to resolve all that, I would do another video and let you all know how it was how things were going. That was 4 days ago, I think, and I was stewing about that, because we went to dinner that night to celebrate, not specifically to do that, but I just said we're going to celebrate $24,000, my biggest position loss ever. And that was just days after we had celebrated closing out the month of June with a $30,000 profit. And so here we are a few days later. I had gone in there after I lost the $24,000 and tried to, you don't want to freeze up. You got to get back on the horse. And so I traded a little bit. I made a couple of thousand, I lost a couple of thousand, lost 800, made 800. I forget how it all came out, but it was basically a wash, and I just said, I'm just not going to continue to do this. I'll wait for the opportunity that I see is clear when the volatility returns, and I'll try to work my way out of that position. Well, it wasn't, but later that night, where things stabilized themselves, and I entered the trade and a series of stages with, again, some lots to stage in as the trade went forward. I woke up in the morning, and those lots had hit, those limit orders had hit to get back in. I had thought the price was going to go back up, and in fact it did. I would have made back probably about $10,000 or $12,000 of that money had I just stayed where I was. But I got out, and then I went short again, and got up in the morning, and I'm 15,000 bucks down again. But that's okay, because I'm doing this on a pure well, you would say a volatility, I would say momentum. I did a lot of analysis. I'm really good at my momentum. That's my trading secret sauce, I guess, that I work on. In any event, yeah, I had a big loss, but again, it was $250 a pip. So, I mean, you figure out the math, it's not that many pips. I set a long, far out stop and went to bed so that stop would make up the $24,000 loss. That's how big a position I was going for. And it waddled around, and then yesterday I was $8,000 up, $10,000 up, then I went $3,000 down, and it just kind of floated around for a while. And I said, okay, it's basically doing what I thought it was going to do. It's just staying a little more negative than I'd like it to be. And I was really tempted to get out on the several times that it was $10,000 ahead. I mean, this is one position, because I didn't want to lose my position. I wasn't going for 10,000. I was going for 20,000. I was going for more than 20,000. I had a $26,000 profit target, and went to bed thinking, well, this will resolve itself somehow. I got up this morning, all the positions were closed, and I made $26,885 on that trade. So in all of the days, the 3 or 4 days that all this shit's been going on, I basically made about $4,500. So I had my largest position loss of $24,000. That was that single position loss that I'd ever had. And then 2 days later, or maybe it's 3, I don't know, I don't care, I made $26,885, which is my largest position gain. So guess what this means? You got to go out to dinner and celebrate. So Wednesday, we're probably going to do that. I hope we get a chance to go out. And it's a beautiful summer, mid-July day. It's the 12th of July, actually, Monday the 12th. And I'm celebrating $26,885. And I won't be coming back with the size of bank that I have with another $26,000 loss. I mean, or gain. Because I had to, as an old chess playing friend of mine used to say when he was coming after me with everything he had, I'm going to shoot the potatoes, he'd say. You don't shoot the potatoes when you're currency trading. It's slow, it's precise, and it's consistent. You don't try to swing for the fence. You just can't. Because it can go against you as well as go in your favor. Yeah. You can go for those long profit targets and take short stop positions, but the problem is psychological. Like this morning, I'm sitting, or last night, I was sitting there with a $10,000 gain. That's a lot of money. Some people don't make that in a year on Social Security. And I'm sitting there with it, and basically it came to fruition in 3 hours, that $10,000 gain. But instead of closing that out and then trying to get another 3,000 and another 2,000, and over the course of the next 4 weeks, make that $24,000 loss up, has been such volatility, and I'm particularly adept at looking at not the volatility so much, but the component of that, which is the momentum. That's the driver of it. I understand that, and I'm comfortable taking big losses, and I'm comfortable shooting for big gains, because that's what I did in 40 years of real estate investment. I didn't make $1 million, over $1 million in real estate by buying mobile homes, or by only risking $60,000, or the 2 times that I lost $1 million net worth in my life, and I didn't get out of the assets. I held them. And I had no net worth. $1 million twice. You have to have confidence and faith in yourself that when you know what you're doing and you've made the right decisions, you don't want to lose your position. But you have to have a tremendous amount of experience to do that. So I lost $1 million twice in my life, but I was able to make that back, more than that. And I was able to retire, as I've said in my story all the time. I don't pat myself on the back, and I'm not talking about what a wonderful trader I am. You had to work hard for it. You had to have information and experience. All I'm saying in the trading is that's not what you want to do until you get experienced enough that when you do stuff like that, you're right. Now, the $24,000 that I lost wasn't a trading mistake. It was a stupid, dumbass, oh, I forgot to pull the limit order off. So I'm not feeling bad about that as far as a trader. I'm feeling pretty stupid about that as a human being. But I'm not going to let that interfere with my trading and this high volatility that we're having with tremendous opportunity that's out there if you know what you're doing, which I happen to do, and I've got the money to back that up, and I'm risking that money at $250 a pip. And that's not all the money that I've got in my trading account. When I go back to trade now, my opening entry-level trade will be probably 3 full lots of $30,000 of that bank. And I'll gradually work my way through. I'm going to trade small, I'm going to trade a lot. And I'm going to base it on the things that I'm good at. I'm going to trade the same way that I would teach someone who had a $3,000 mini account or a $20,000 two full lot account bank. Because that's how you make the money, not by swinging for the fence. I swung for the fence because I've got the experience to see the opportunity. Now, would I ever have set a $27,000, that was my profit target, $27,000. And there was a little bit of, as I'm getting cashed out of those lots, there was some slippage, a few $100s. So what's that? But in my regular trading, as a normal trader, you're not going to see me coming onto this video channel and saying, oh, I just made $15,000. I just made $20,000 today. Because that's not, I don't have the bank size to do that. Well, I do, but I'm not ready to take that step yet. I went from trading $30,000 to $60,000 positions, 3 to 6 lot positions, after trading 1 to 3 lots. I went to 3 to 6 lots. Then I jumped my size 6 to 8 lots. Then I jumped from 8 to 10 lots. And now I've just done a series of 20 lot trades, and and these last 2 trades have been 25 lot trades. All I'm doing is doing what I teach. I'm showing how to incrementally increase the size of your bank. One of the tenets of when you're trading with a large amount of money is you don't trade with all the money that you have, because you want to be able to trade comfortably, and you want to have enough money left in reserve that when the opportunity presents itself, you can back the truck up and load all the things in there. But you're not going to do that every day, every week, month, maybe. You might do that once a year, 3 times a year. That's why a lot of the really big hedge fund traders, and again, we're trading differently based on different metrics, will say, the 80% of our winnings came from 6 or 8 trades or 2 months of trading, because they had the funds to back it up and go all in at that time. But the other 20% of the money that they made was really good money. It's just that when you can hit it right, you can knock it out of the park. The trouble with most of you that are out there and you're not successful is because you look at these guys, and maybe me at this point, and you say, well, if they can get a $20,000 a day, so can I. No, you can't. You don't have the money to do that. If you had a $30,000 bank, you're investing that. You're making trades with that $30,000. You're trying to make, I don't know, $300 a day, $300 a day on that, $150 a day on that $30,000 account. You have to have it all working for you. And it's not so much money that if you take a big hit, like a $4,000 hit against it, a 10% hit against your bank, a 15% hit against your bank, that you're going to go blow your brains out. Because you can make that money back. Now, if you go out and you're trading a couple of $100,000 and you lose $40,000, $50,000, it's going to take you a while to make that back. So when you're trading the larger bank sizes, you trade with maybe a third to a half of the size of your bank as your average thing. So if I've got, let's just take an example. If you had a $300,000 bank, you're trading 30 lots, you're not going to trade a $300,000 bank. You're going to trade $100,000 of it as a regular thing, and you're comfortable with that because with $100,000, each pip is worth what? Yeah, it's $100 a pip. And so you make 5 pips, you make $500 a day. So you make $500 to $800 a day. That's basically what I'm trading for, to try to average out about $500 to $800 a day. But because of the volatility that we've had, if you look at my stats, I haven't, other than the other day when I lost $24,000, I hadn't had a losing day all year, or a losing position. I've lost trades, but I haven't, on a daily basis, since the first of the year, I haven't had a losing day other than that $24,000. And that was because of stupidity, not trading. I'm trying to argue my way out of being stupid, okay? But you're trading at $100 a pip with $100,000, okay? But you've got $200,000 in reserve. So when you see the opportunity is there, back the truck up and load it all in. Because your chances then, instead of making $800 for the day, you can make $5,000 or $10,000. I just made $26,885 with a 25 lot. Now I'm going to go back to trading 3 to 6 or 6 to 8 as my normal trading process. I might open a trade with 5 full lots. I mean, I don't know. It's all based on your ability to evaluate your entry conditions. Those entry conditions not only determine whether you have a viable trade, but how heavy you should go in. So there's 2 decisions that you make. When I teach somebody at an advanced level, or in my courses, the course that I have, you get to that point where you're separating trading all of your bank from trading part of your bank, so that you've got plenty of money to add in and really and that's really where you make the money, when you've got that reserve funds and you can load that all in, and then instead of trading for $30 a pip or $40 a pip, you're trading for $100 a pip or $200 a pip. That's where you make your money. But you do that based on the same principles that I'm trying to teach those guys that are in the small 4-figure account to low 5-figure accounts. You're trading with a 1 to 2 or 3 mini things on a $3,000 bank, or you're got $10,000 or $20,000 and you're trying to trade 1 or 2 full lots. All of the methodology that you're supposed to be learning at that time is so that when you get a big bank, when you've worked your way up to trading 8 lots or 6 or 8 lots, that you're not trading those 6 or 8 lots. You've got that money in reserve and you continue to trade 3 or 4 lots, and then when that opportunity comes, boom, you can double that position with the thing. But you can't do that trading many lots. You can't do it trading 1 or 2 or 3 lots. You can't. That's not how you trade. And that's why a lot of people don't want to take courses from me. Oh, it's so expensive and you're not showing me how to make $20,000 a day. Yes, I am. It's just, let's be realistic. Let's try to make a couple of $100 a day first, right? Come on. So I'm celebrating my largest gain yet on a closed trading day on a position. $26,885. Peter Rose, Longwood Currency Trading. Have a great day and have a great trading day.